And we're back here now after the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup for 2014, the third Chukka of our second game here today. Canada and France. Canada went into that last Chukka 1 goal up, and they're now down 2-1 in favour of France. So a little bit of work to be done, but a game, a tight tussle, very tight tussle here, and testament to the seeding here. They're both the second seed in their group, and the game is a good description of that. But look at that, Clement Delfosse, who just scored that goal at the end of the second Chukka, has put the first goal through here today. And it's now 3-1 in favour of France, as Clement Delfosse has 2 goals for the game, and it will be now tied off and for Canada, bring it in. A little bit of work to do, as I said, for the Canadians now. So they're down by 2. They need to get over that halfway line, which they are now, but it'll be Nagumu for France back over the halfway to try and give a little bit of field advantage here. So Marcelo Abbiati in a tough battle there with Rigaud for France now. Whistle's gone. And it looks like the Canadians were fouled by Rigaud. And you'll see that, yeah, I think what they're saying is that Rigaud may have ridden his horse under the shot of the back shot there of Marcelo Abbiati. So there was a foul. Umpires were right on the scene, and they blew the whistle very quickly. And it'll be now a penalty to France. To Canada, I should say. But Rigaud just taking this opportunity to change ponies. He'll now get onto the paint horse here. And Rigaud for France, the number 3, is back on the field, and it'll be tied off, and the number 3 for Canada taking the penalty shot from the spot where the penalty occurred. Lovely big shot. Runs it down the boards. I think he was trying to get a little bit more angle onto that one, but it's gone out there now. And who's there? The man of the moment. Oh, he was going to go near side, but he didn't. Clement Delfosse is now heading up the ball. He's coming in behind the number 1 for France, but it'll be Rigaud taking it forward on the new paint horse. Oh, it's been left behind there by tied off and for Canada. Now, number 1, Delfosse keeps the ball, leaves it behind for Rigaud, who does a great shot up the field. Here he goes. Nagumu's going to have to get past, but he can't. He decides to concede the play and heads back now. It's been hit back across Marcelo Abbiati for Canada now. Abbiati with the near side on the boards, just keeps the ball going forward now. Who's back there? Delfosse again. Lovely little back shot, gets the deflection off the boards. Who's here? Brandon Phillips now for Canada. Brandon Phillips takes it, hits it. Umpires thinking that that was fine. Now, number 1, Delfosse for Canada, scored the last 2 goals, and he's got himself a couple of lengths on the opposition. A great little approach shot. Will he try and cut this one through? He does. It's goal time for France, and it's now 4-1. An amazing game here unfolding for the number 1 for France, Clement Delfosse. 4 goals on a little chestnut horse called Excess. And it's Canada now with a lot of work to do. So you can see here, look at this, Delfosse takes the pony up the boards, now gives himself an approach shot, just puts it up in front of the goal mouth, leaves it there, and then as he rides along, just a little cut shot through. The Canadian player tried in vain to keep that out, but it was not to be. So it's 4-1 in favour of the French, and Canada now going to have to pull something special now. They've got 3 minutes left on the clock. The appeal coming from the number 2, Brandon Phillips, who keeps the ball, turns it himself. Brandon Phillips for Canada now. Nagumu, who's onto the boot, tied off with a backhand, and it goes straight through. That's what they needed. If they can turn it around from here, the Canadians, all they have to do is concentrate on the job at hand. And Todd Offen, he's the man to do. If you have a look here at this slow-mo now, there's a great little approach shot there, straight back across to Todd Offen, straight through the legs of Delfosse's pony, and it was goal time for Canada. So only 2 in it now. Lovely little backhand through the goal, through the legs of the pony. And we're back to the main game now. So Nagumu, neck shot, out to the, but it's going to be Canada that cleans it up, so it'll be off and backs it across. Who's there? Phillips now. Brandon Phillips for Canada. Now off and backs it with the white helmet. Nagumu takes it around for France. Nagumu now sending the pony downfield, checking up hard. Into the snow he goes. Now, who's back here? Clement Delforce again. Will he put it through? Hooked out of it by his own man, I think. I'm not sure. It's gone wide to the left now. Now, Brandon Phillips keeps the ball out. Oh, it's going to be taken around by Delforce again. And he snuck that one through. So, out of nothing comes a goal for France, and it's all about keeping that ball down there in front of the goal mouth. And you will be surprised. You get a lucky bounce, put it straight through, but it's now Canada trying to get this ball out of their half. And whistle's gone. So they've just blown time off here, and it's 5-2. So Clement Delforce doing all the damage here for France at the moment. 5-2. Lovely back shot there by Nagumu. Now, here he is, Todd Offen for Canada, hitting it across now to his number 2, Brandon Phillips. Lovely little approach shot. Nearly got it out of there, but now here he is, Clement Delforce clearing it as well. Who's back there? This is Brandon Phillips for Canada. Again, using a defensive play to create attack. Here he goes, Todd Offen. Oh, it's been left in front of the goal mouth, but a clearing shot by Delforce again for France has left it up there for our number 2 for Canada. There he is again, Brandon Phillips now. He's going to try and run it in himself here. He's going to try and claim that line and then try and weave his way through the horse's legs. He's got time on his side at the moment. He hits it cleanly. It looks like it'll be a goal again for Todd Offen. 5-3 now. They look over their shoulder. Canada knowing they need to get this ball up to the other end. France, I should say, need to get this ball up the other end. 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't think they're going to be able to score 2 goals in 30 seconds somehow. And I think we'll find that France will run it. The whistle's gone. Foul time. Yes. Todd Offen appealing for the foul there. Canadian number 3. Here he goes. So it's Phillips takes it, dribbles it, tries to get it through the legs of the horses. Great goal there, Brandon Phillips. And from that, France decided to clear it. A foul in the process, and it'll be now Todd Offen for Canada with 22 seconds left on the clock. Very interested to see if they can score this and get it back. If they can steal this off the hit-in, we could be going into another penalty shootout. That would be amazing. They were down by 3 goals, and if they can bring this back now, it'll be one of the great upsets of the tournament so far. Hits it cleanly, but it's wide to the right. Bad luck for the Canadians. They needed that one to go through, and I think time is going to run down for them, and it will be a victory here to France this afternoon in Tianjin. So, great big hit there by Rigaud. He knows we just need to clear it out of here. And that's the siren. The whistle has gone, and it's a victory to France. Vive la France, they say. And 5-3 in favour of the French over the Canadians here. The 2 second seed teams in group zone 2, I should say, battled it out. And as you would expect, a very close tussle for the points here this afternoon between these two. Shake hands in a good sportsmanlike manner. And these 2 teams will now leave the field, put their ponies away, and we will get ready to see who will win out of South Africa and Brazil up next. But at the moment, it's now New Zealand with a win this morning and France with a win this afternoon, and 1 more game left to go. But a great victory there by France in the end.